Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Taheton County here in Farming Simulator. We are kicking butt on a lot, and I mean a lot of contracts as far as harvesting goes. And one of the things I wanted to bring to light, aside from the fact that I think I might have a slight mod conflict, I do have the realistic lights with shadows and whatnot enabled, but it doesn't quite always want to work, so I don't know if I just have another mod conflict, which I shouldn't, because I really don't have too many light mod deals going on, but I'll have to take a look at that. First time I've actually noticed that being an issue. Maybe it's just the combine, I don't know. Anyway, so one of the issues, if you guys are having issues with contracts, specifically corn, take a look at your header. I'll show you what I mean. Let me just shut down the harvester real quick. So we're going to come in here. And what I found with this particular header, which is the Capello Quasar HS24. I know you guys can't see that over here, but that's exactly what that is. And this one has stalk handling as part of the configurations. So what that is, and it has two different configurations. The first one is the stompers down here. Second one is the devastators, which basically crumbles all the stalks to mulch. It's a mulcher. I've found out that if you have either of those enabled, at least with this particular... Nope, I don't want to go backwards, I'm going to go forwards. With this particular header, as well as maybe it's just the map, I don't know, I highly doubt it. But if you have either of those selected on as your header, I think the mulching part of it may override you being able to do anything, because I did a couple of contracts with the devastators, because I like the devastators because it gets rid of all the stalk residue that's left. And it does kind of do a little bit of mulching of the grass along the edges as well. But I wasn't able to complete contracts, and I'm sitting here thinking, hold on. I just did like 2 or 3 soybean fields with the same tractor, or combine. Some people might get upset if I call it a tractor. With this combine with, the appropriate header for that. And I had no issues. I combined those, harvested those, and sold the products where I needed to, and bam, contract completed. However, with the first 2 that I did with this header and the devastators, it did not complete, didn't show I did anything. I was able to sell the product, corn, where I needed to, but that's all that got completed out. I didn't have a field left to harvest. I didn't have anything I could really do. So just kind of a heads up if you are struggling with that as an issue. And I don't know, part of me doubts that I have a mod conflict in that regard, because that just seems kind of silly to me. But the other part of it that I realized is that I kept getting the error of you don't have whatever it is, basically saying that you don't have the capability of working on this field. And with this configuration without the devastators on it, I don't get that. So you may look at what I'm doing here as a little funny, but not gonna lie, this freaking works. This trailer is 82 Studios lawn care trailer, style C, with unrealistic, ability to hold unrealistic numbers. This guy is the Lizard Logistics truck. Let's see here, with the platform trailer. Platform trailer has unrealistic capacity as well. And I do have 2 of these Lizard from 82 Studios. I do have 2 of them. Why? Well, why not? I do have a couple trailers as well, so that way if we needed to do the work on our own fields, it would be a little bit better, but not the one I wanted. It's actually not in this one. Is it under trucks? Yes, it is. This is the that pickup that I have. The Rumbler pickup. And the platform trailer is actually what I have in there. As you can see, there are 13,000 cubic yards fit into that. I also do have TLX dumper with unrealistic, a little over 1,000 cubic yards. I just like the unrealistic capacity, guys. I'm sorry if it ruins your immersion, but it allows me to stay in the field and not have to constantly feel too repetitive as far as getting things, you know, transporting things, especially when I'm doing, let me show you all the contracts that I got. All of these are harvesting contracts, a mixture of soybeans, narrow soybeans, and corn. That's what all of these are. And I have, well, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations as far as where they want me to take things to. 2 of them I own. So, yeah. Trying to see. I just finished up with 8. I'm working over here on 7. I did 60 already. I'm gonna go across the street here, get 49. 57 and 9 are. Ooh, and I have 73 up here. That's a corn. I might run up there and get that real quick before I switch the corn header, or switch the header back over the soybeans. Alright, so yeah, 8 is narrow soybeans, 49 is narrow soybeans. We did these guys. I haven't sold the product yet. But, yeah. Yeah, 160, 161 are... No, they're good. It was 157 and 147. And 134 are the 3 I had issues with. So, the 157, 147 are the ones that I used the Devastator. And I used the other one that basically just pushed everything down in front of the wheels, and that didn't work either. So take that advice and do with it what you will, but the realistic shadows, if you look at it right, I think it actually works out quite well. I think I might have an idea of what mod might be conflicting, and I think it's the it may be 1 or 2, because I just realized that I think I have realistic headlights or brighter headlights. I can't remember which. But I think I have a mod or 2 that, or something like that, that may be causing the issue. Again, this is the first time I've actually noticed any kind of issue like that, so it may have something to do with those. But yeah, like I said, we are just kind of pushing along here, getting all these done. Part of the reason I deal with the unrealistic capacity is so I can easily accept all these contracts and just quickly, well, as quickly as you can to harvest, and just kind of go around the map and do what you can. The other thing that I've actually caught myself liking is I've been running at 0.5 speed per time. I could probably go with 1 speed, but 0.5 actually seems to be working out quite well. Because not gonna lie, I was able to watch the sunset in game, and it just seemed so realistic. Being in the field, watching the sunset, yeah. I really hope that 25 has the amazing sunsets that this game does, as well as sunrises, to be honest. We're about 4:45 in the morning. Granted, and just about the end of October, and you see those realistic shadows. That's what I'm talking about. I like that. You guys may find it annoying. I find it annoying that it keeps switching between the two, to be honest. But I just kind of like that feel of, you know, not being able to see always everything. Now, one thing that, because they're talking about, you know, having twisters and storms and things like that in the game in 25, I wonder if they're going to actually, I haven't been keeping up to date. I'm not going to lie to you guys about it. I've watched plenty of videos, but I don't remember everything that I watched. And one of the things that I really hope that they would bring, and yeah, they can turn it, should be able to turn it on and off if they do have it, is the moisture. And what I mean by that is, you know, being this early in the morning, I should be taking a hit or I should be having to struggle to actually get this harvested because of the moisture content. You know, I should be getting an error message of, you know, sieves or whatever getting clogged up. Basically, combine struggling to do what it needs to do. I think, you know, and that's why I said that I think it'd be smart if they do bring it to the game, having it being able to be shut off. You know, kind of like I'm hoping what they're going to do with the twisters in game is, you know, have the destruction from them being able to be turned off, but also possibly being able to edit the frequency, or having them show up like, you know, certain times of the year. Because to be honest, having a twister in the dead of winter doesn't make much sense to me, because it doesn't happen, at least not in Ohio. Not that I've heard. Or at least not in recent memory. Like, since I've been alive type of deal. I'll put it that way. I know that they've happened in, you know, in the time of history, but it's very uncommon just because of the way the weather patterns are, to my knowledge, so. Enough of that. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week, to be honest with you. I'm recording this on a Sunday night at that, so I'm doing this and then looking at possibly getting my weekends, you know, finishing up my weekend, doing stuff for you guys. So the reason why I only have 3 of these, I mean, to be fair, I'm sure someone could argue with me that it'd be better if I only had 1. The reason why I have 3 is because, like I mentioned before, with these contracts, we are doing 3 different crops: soybeans, narrow soybeans, and corn, or maize, depending on how you want to look at it. And this allows me to go around, and I just recently started doing this, like halfway through the contracts that I got. So I probably would have been a lot farther along had I started doing this, you know, from the beginning, as well as figuring out the issue with the headers. So I do have slip causes damage to fields as well. I think it's set to be minimal issues. And I do have mud physics, I believe, turned on. I know the realistic dirt and all that I got back on, because I thought that was an issue at one point, and, you know, a couple months ago I think I was having an issue and I thought it might have had to do with that. I don't think it was. I think it was a different mod system or whatever. So I think I've kind of, same with my American Truck Sim, I have so many mods, I think I've narrowed out the ones as we get through all the different updates. I think I've narrowed down the ones that I need to make sure I get updated each time, and, you know, not having them immediately active. So, because I was at one point having issues with that as well. I'm not sure why my dog just started barking, but he did. At least he was in the other room, so he didn't blast you guys with that. You just made me jump. So like I said, it's late at night. It's like almost 11 o'clock at night for me. Some of you may not be that late, but for me it is. If I was doing YouTube for a living, it probably wouldn't be that late for me either, to be honest. I tend to be a little bit more of a night owl. I stay up late into the morning, so we're gonna get this unloaded. I'm gonna run up the road, and we're going to take care of that other cornfield. Because one thing I could have done is, you know, selected all these fields and then just start picking out which ones are corn, which ones are soybeans, and just done it that route. But it also takes a little bit longer because I have done things that way. At the same time, I could have only selected just corn or just soybeans or whatever, and I could do it that way as well. There's a lot of ways I could have done things. And don't mind that green streak in the sky. I forgot that I had selected to figure out where a tool was, and I just never got around to going over there because it went, oh yeah, I forgot I stuck it over there, and just kind of left it at that. So that's just kind of there for now. If I'm not mistaken, it's 73, so I gotta take a right from where we're at. For some reason I thought it was just a straight shot across the road, but it's not. And I do have traffic on as well, so I gotta be careful. Traffic in this map does have a crazy long train. Which, that is not coming. Oop, there is traffic coming our way, though. Into the ditch we go. Just love it. I'm completely over my lane, and they still slam on their brakes. Are we going to take out a stop sign or railroad sign? Ooh. Nope, we missed. No, we didn't. Gotta weave our way around those. I didn't even touch you, and yet you still fell over. Yeah, I think the county needs to come out and do a better job of getting those in the ground. And autosave? Yep. So last time I was doing a lot of mowing contracts. I think I was thinking of getting ready to record for you guys, but I ended up doing Project Hospital. But I did a lot of mowing contracts. So we do have a new mower. It's one of the Tedder mowers. Okay, that's gonna be an easy soybean field. Should be able to get that in one shot. But I'm gonna have to tow the header over here for that. But we will be able to, should be able to just cross this that main street, the highway, to get to the next field for soybeans, or narrow. Don't remember which one that is offhand. 73 should be just up here. I think this is the one that there's a turnoff. I don't remember. And plane flying overhead. Oh, that's not the turnoff I wanted. Because we gotta be on the other side of the creek. Ah. And I gotta be careful with this header too. It is a little on the wide side. But I think this is one bridge that we can go over just fine. Yes. Excellent. I'm kind of surprised that there's no entryway directly off the road. We just have to drive through the grass. Oh well. Not our field. I thought I'd engage that. Oops. Maybe I just lowered it. Yeah, I kind of like, you know, working at this time speed, you know, 0.5. When I'm doing all this work, if I got a lot of work to do, it actually just seems to work out for me. You guys may not enjoy it, obviously, but at the same time, we're not just cycling through day-night cycle. That gets old quick. I've also done a lot of just 1x speed just on my own, and I've even tried, there's a mod out there that will sync the in-game time to whatever it is on your computer, real world time. They'll sync to that. That actually wasn't too bad, except for, I think I might have mentioned this like sometime in a previous video. I don't remember which one, but I did try to do that particular mod. I tried to use it. It was actually fine, worked out great, but it just seemed like every single time I hopped into game, it was at night. And it dawned on me that's because I kept playing it at night. Ooh, we're gonna have to get a truck up here. Yep, that's 50%. We're not even halfway. We're about halfway around the field. Well. Well, I know it's going to be a little bit on the shorter end of my videos, because lately they've been like, you know, 30 to 40 minutes long, but I think we're going to call the video there, guys. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like you here and there. I want to say thank you guys if you made it this far in my video, and I want to wish every single one of you a fantastic start to your week. We will catch you in the next episode. So as always, take care. Peace.